about the squeeze of morning delight when you're shining up the doorways, washing your hands for the child. Cut all the strings. What will be of us? You hold the lead. Factual that I will figure it out. Everybody works for me. In my business, you don't mind. I can do this without love. We will visit the cemetery and not climb under. A wish that could have killed me will move to the Lord nobody knows. Sent into the flute opened for pastures. Courage be with you to treat the unwell. Donation sending reacts on your pal. The father's choice. Be supple now and miss a year of your child's, or back into hooks and nets. As fast as it may seem, the takeover crawls, locked in with the note slipping, for the ghost in the shell to make home. Wandering with strength and optimism bright, the cloud of past discoveries moving away, truth firing and misfiring clearly as moonlight, standing center on working about restoration, ensured heartily that which you can take from me. Travel the ships with feast waved on, docked in the place I am, and yet the arc turns because, in love and light we honor faith to believe. And such faith is used up in the spiral, mastering mid-wad of young year's beauty. You found a home in the truth, staying for the weakness to dissipate. As all your responsibility was missed, upward with it blew a crash, unconditionally me, dipping hot for the crown of all justice, along the fences where nothing goes, searching a new world, have a better way to explain, purposed for advice and avoidance, the circle of gems back in chaos, with the finest man on vacation, even though it was hard, wishing is okay to be alike. Your yes is taken, battered, and set in the oven 450 degrees. For everything not yet still, the universe has changed outside. A hope for a friend when all we need is trust. By continual treatment, all your empty advices, any and all of your scouring. Welcome to the blank, Matt. Do I marry you, Matt, or have you adhered to the moist collections? Wine bottles smirking at glasses, head first into the doubts of your mother, vault to the underworld, open. Are you still uncomfortable with overnights, drunk on the love of your cool neck? Measured by the Father in His glory, as the whole world is fine, a gumball. Flowers of sand by the street, rolling into a cup stacked by footrests. The oil of your pan you had once. To be myself, I am writing epics, 0 of 0 summaries. So soon you will be prioritized. Haven't you been? Isn't there much? Well, with the judge her balls of crystal, not one of you could go against. Again, you wonder how Oda is, and the wheel of sweets, shipping containers in the frozen escape, envelopes of forms glittering with sugar, keys dangling in a chest of blossom. Dear, have you brought back in the piano? A beautiful grin mimicked on dolls. Lullaby. The clear winds of Chicago. No Red Bull, no peppermint. The same boat we left in will be core. Traditionally speaking, I gave you walls. Each year in the rough draft, stormy. But did I push you off, or did it focus? Someone in the wild, but are we free? The coast is cleared. Up into the moon in a nicely made fort. Laughed, have you been to NYC? Faint. I always remember. The messages misjoint to the blender. Brutality will end in 4, 3, 2. You may finally believe who you are. Across the bridge of forgotten bones. Through the skin of lizard tiles. Before the speaker builds up. In the call of a third cousin. Mountain lakes leading to the grid. Crackers falling for croissants. Pixelated tales of powder in the well. The destructive going to Saturn. With his army of angels in alignment. One slot. One shot. One moon. Or however many. Towards the match of 97 TNA. Us in the locker of the great. In your humble opinion, can you be pro? Text of the grand, take a look at the sign. For you it appears diverse, but Jesus, can your hair grow in places you reach? Appreciate Black history as you were unfound. In the sway of the great agent, keep you safe. Let the danger rock the old world, and in your spacecraft lean to the warehouse of berries so good you will sleep with the raspberry stones. The letters neatly packaged for July. Explosive desires, made to employ. Tape on the knob, beware of the cave. A waiter on the rise. Sunflowers kicked to the curb. Thin drapes because the purpose. Plasmalized water in open fronts. Torn I don't care. And drop of the deuces. Pieces. Losses. I'm not going to be pouring forever. Debauched dispensary. They're really bad at their job. Tricks up their sleeves and I sit with their debt. We win, even sorry. Gross audience, the stadium will stand. Picker blocked by pastors, denied from moving out of 504. Decidedly paid in cash. Stickers in the pool with my yours. Having tomato soup and leave the crackers on the side. You'll be home within the next 3 towns. Mountains and hills of Arizona, lemon lime of Montana, New Orleans padded nicely with ladies, the footrest of a boyfriend he became, Irishmen tenders collecting lighters, mercury under your lips, the pencil will get off and on, your wish basket of a child, swimming in hereby apology, entertainment for 50 years, schematic of the moonland, heading towards the balcony, stop mid-room to make a statement. Flashy piece of art and checkmate for so long. Remember the price we paid. Trillions of movies and buckets of popcorn. Disappearing ink, the chef who reacts. In the apartment, a true parent trap set up to be dismissed. Stay right where you are. Enter the pin code as left first flight. Baby, does it last? The geishas borrowing disaster-free, and their enemies laying the weakest. Comb is collected, but it's unsturdy, and the level 2 fan to remove the dust, eat up all the fries, to transpire the faith of the needy. Solo's whiz hat for the genius of generosity, the trust to pick up your scribe, smooth as the petals of the river. The doors hanging higher than Babylon. Baby mom. Sugar, it was so tasteless, dried in Havana and peering for more. African Egyptian cloth suited for a prince, stressed out by the sun and gloomy weather, Louisiana beef at 4. Memories wheeling by the scripture, his extreme sacrifice moved to the raiders. Stonehouse fences slid in the windows, surveyed by the Templar in national need, loin to get out for Sweetie to call, the stiffened sheet pending the keys, sandy stars binging the barcodes, past Friendship Cube. I see the way you took places. In any of my burial we start a castle, perking through the birches, jolly but motivated, scholar of the penmanship, great falls caught by plates. The lions and the wolves teemed, roses in midnight hung by angels, the foreigner hiking the steep, a cave of cherry blossoms, sent from the princess to princess, her long dress of light bouquets, Colorado on the map of kitchen, brittling with all access, horse riding at 11, sweet pies in cafes, snow dropping from the pile of onions, jalapeno and bunches, strawberry blast inquired, my solo job is to fall apart. My solo job is to fall apart. Heat on the bench, pressed openly. The flake of a millionaire just in, foaming in honey soap, black keyed piano shining in ultraviolet. I am in between life and the afterlife. Sharp sparks angels see true color, shouting and screaming in hark. Flipped compass, dual of meaning. Yes, we can discover an end to start. To be the holiest of Christians. For the Antarctic feathers, singing, oh, how can you still afford? Those lyrics stick and stand forever. Wherever I gave my purity to transformation. Chilling and being in love and wonder. For the right to have means lost. Admittance to sacred. Admittance to sacred. Undoing less. Stand atop with links prospering, sloping to the warmest spot of crazy news, beneath the radar of the grid, and left the grind 808. Scattered across the land's curls, the scored carpet with binding for shoes, slip on without an accident. Something that would never make sense, agreed to fair nothing, rather compliment. Even though weekly you were in my room, God's expiration, one more. Awe and wonder. Stupidity we can't brace, numb to the complications. Extra adventure smiling upon you next week. My future. Lose it and hold on to. Flame. Let him sleep through the nights, his chapters, in vain. Oh, hello, and here we go. Simple times turned around, hugged up to a snake, the shower flowing under the trees, rocks more certain of the end, the wait for the golden rope. Tangled so long they reached the floor, the warm roof under the commerce, glitter following your beautiful grin, the lake spiraling to dream, thousands of acres for my baby, the ribbon making straightening the ribbon maker straightening his hair, gold in the sun yet painfully adored, clasp of red wine in the attic, the judge waiting patiently, Secretary of State saluting signs, joyful, needing teaching.